Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg. And I decided I wanted to listen to some Phil Ochs. I haven't listened to enough by him by a long shot. And, he was one of the original protest singers back in the 60s. And I don't know, there was something that happened not long ago. There's a protest going on down in Georgia. There's an urban forest there in Atlanta, and the city wants to build what people are referring to as Cop Town. It's a training ground for the police, and there's a lot of people that don't want this urban forest torn down. I understand that. We have, some similar situations here in Norman, and the one of the kids that was protesting ended up getting shot and killed. And of course the police are saying it was justified. He was a terrorist, which is kind of a misnomer. It's gotten to where if you protest, you're a terrorist under U.S. law. It's so strange. Here in Oklahoma, after the protest up in South Dakota during the pipeline standoff, a lot of states passed a lot of laws, and here in Oklahoma we passed a law that said if you are interfering with an infrastructure project of any sort, that you can be arrested and jailed for 10 years, which is pretty bad, along with a big ass fine. And they also passed a law here in Oklahoma that if you are driving your car and there's a protester that is blocking you, you can run them down, commit manslaughter, and you're in the right and the protester's in the wrong. So, it's just free license to kill people. It's mind-boggling to me, what we've become. It used to be that we had the right of free speech, and gee whiz, the right of free assembly, is guaranteed in the Constitution, but apparently not. So anyway, this is a protest song, I presume, written by Phil Ochs, and it's called Love Me, I'm a Liberal. I have no idea what it is, but I like the name, and I like the picture on the album cover here with LBJ and Herbert Humphrey and all that, and so decided to play it. It's like I say, the name is intriguing, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Phil Ochs, Love Me, I'm a Liberal.
In every American community, you have varying shades of political opinion. One of the shadiest of these is the liberals. An outspoken group on many subjects. 10 degrees to the left of center in good times, 10 degrees to the right of center if it affects them personally. So here then is a lesson in safe logic. I cried when they shot Medgar Evers. Tears ran down my spine. And I cried when they shot Mr. Kennedy, as though I'd lost a father of mine. But Malcolm X got what was coming. He got what he asked for this time. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Get it? I go to civil rights rallies and I put down the old DAR. DAR, that's the dykes of the American Revolution. I love Harry and Sidney and Sammy. I hope every colored boy becomes a star. But don't talk about revolution. That's going a little bit too far. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I cheered when Humphrey was chosen, my faith in the system restored. And I'm glad that the commies were thrown out from the AFL-CIO bar. And I love Puerto Ricans and Negroes as long as they don't move next door. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Ah, the people of old Mississippi should all hang their heads in shame. Now I can't understand how their minds work. What's the matter, don't they watch Les Crane? But if you ask me to bus my children, I hope the cops take down your name. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Yes, I read New Republic and Nation. I've learned to take every view. You know, I've memorized Lerner and Golden. I feel like I'm almost a Jew. But when it comes to times like Korea, there's no one more red, white, and blue. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I vote for the Democratic Party. They want the UN to be strong. I attend all the Pete Seeger concerts. He sure gets me singing those songs. And I'll send all the money you ask for, but don't ask me to come on along. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Sure, once I was young and impulsive, I wore every conceivable pin. Even went to socialist meetings, learned all the old Union hymns. Ah, but I've grown older and wiser, and that's why I'm turning you in. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal.
Boy, that was a pretty biting song, you know. Just as radical today as it was in what '66, I think, when he came out with that. I'm not sure. I think it's interesting. I get aggravated because I am on the far left, and I get aggravated with the Democrats as much as I do. Well, I won't say as much as I do with the Republicans, but I get aggravated with the Democrats. It's like, well, yeah, they'll serve the more liberal causes as long as it doesn't interfere with their money. Uh, you know, all these people in power, they are beholden to their special interest group that's giving them money. So, something as simple as insulin. You know, everybody agrees that insulin should be cheap. Well, it's not. And why cannot Congress pass laws that regulate that? You know, I mean, the original patent was done by the United States of America. By the I don't think it was the NIH. I don't think the NIH had been established at that point, but it was the government that created it, and held the patent on it as long as it was patented, which was long ago. So, if both the left and the right agree that it should be cheap enough for people to actually use insulin, why is it not? Simple solution to me, everybody's corrupt, or at least a huge portion of them. They get their campaign donations and all this other shit, so they're not going to buck that system. It's aggravating to me. I mean, like I say, I'm on the left and I generally vote Democratic, but that doesn't mean I like all those people at all. So anyway, yeah, that song is just as uncomfortable for people today as it might have been back then. So yeah, what's changed? 50 years and what's changed? Anyway, I hope you like that. I think I'm in a protest song mood today, so we'll see where I go from here. But In any case, hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.